Have you ever wondered why, even though you eat well, exercise regularly, and follow all the right advice, your legs still seem to get weaker day by day? Why do stairs feel steeper with time? And why does simply standing up from a chair now feel like a burden? Is it just aging, or is there something else quietly damaging you every single day without you even realizing it? The truth may surprise you. It's not always about something deep or hidden. It could be the things you're doing every day, fully believing they're good for you. And one of the most serious yet silent mistakes that many older adults are making lies in eating fruit. That might sound completely wrong. After all, fruit is healthy, right? But not all fruit is right for older adults. And sadly, some of the most common fruits may be quietly weakening your legs, increasing joint pain, worsening arthritis, and making every step harder. Balance and leg strength, things we don't pay much attention to when we're young, start to matter deeply as we age. Blood circulation slows, metabolism slows, and surprisingly, the very foods that once helped us can now quietly harm us, especially certain fruits. They look harmless, sweet, refreshing, but behind that attractive surface lies high acidity, refined carbohydrates, and compounds that disrupt blood sugar, trigger joint inflammation, and weaken leg muscles, the kind of damage you only notice when a sharp pain hits your calves, or when a simple walk leaves your knees stiff and aching. The 5 fruits I'm about to share are silent enemies that people over 60 should especially avoid, especially if you want to protect your legs from weakness, degeneration, and chronic pain that medication alone can't fix. Watch until the end of this video. Your legs might just thank you for it. But before we begin, if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because this is where we share health truths few dare to say out loud, especially for older adults. And if you're watching this video right now, I want to hear from you. Comment 1 below if you find this information helpful, or 0 if you're not quite sure yet. Don't underestimate your voice. It's the first step toward taking control of your own health. Let's begin with the first fruit. A juicy, well-loved tropical fruit, praised worldwide for its anti-inflammatory effects. But it can backfire once you're over 60. That fruit is pineapple. Pineapple grows in tropical climates. It's juicy, refreshing, fragrant, and delicious. For years, it's been celebrated for containing an enzyme called bromelain, considered a natural anti-inflammatory compound. But for older adults, things aren't that simple. Pineapple contains a relatively high amount of natural sugar and strong acid, both perfectly normal. But both can have a noticeable impact on fragile blood vessels in people over 60. As we age, our blood vessel walls become thinner and more vulnerable. Our body's ability to regulate blood sugar doesn't work as efficiently. Eating pineapple can cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, putting strain on the tiny capillaries that supply your legs, feet, and muscles. The result? Impaired circulation, reduced oxygen flow to your legs, and a growing sense of pain in your calves, stiff knees after just a short walk. Even sitting still, you may feel sharp aches in your ankles. And that's not all. Pineapple is also highly acidic, which can irritate your joints, especially if you already suffer from arthritis or chronic joint pain. That burning sensation in your hips, knees, or ankles? It may be a silent inflammatory reaction, and pineapple might be the trigger. Some people even notice that after eating pineapple, their legs feel unusually heavy, as if they've lost spring, lost their natural flexibility. And here's the scariest part. The damage doesn't happen right away. It builds slowly, day after day, until one day, you can no longer walk with the ease you once took for granted. If you're on blood thinners, be especially cautious. The enzyme bromelain can interact with your medication, either enhancing or weakening its effects, leading to internal imbalances that are hard to detect early. Many older adults don't realize that this healthy fruit may be quietly contributing to their yearly struggles with leg pain and weakening joints. The second fruit, often thought to be a best friend to your muscles, may actually be quietly weakening your legs. That fruit is the banana. Bananas are soft, sweet, and easy to eat. They're known as a superfood for muscles. Rich in potassium, they help reduce cramps, provide quick energy, and are often recommended after physical activity. But that only holds true when you're younger. Once you pass 60, your body changes, especially in how it processes sugar and carbohydrates. Bananas, while naturally sweet, contain a high amount of fast-digesting carbs. That means, right after eating, blood sugar spikes, and the pancreas is forced to produce more insulin to manage that sugar. The problem is, when this happens frequently, the body becomes insulin resistant. Blood vessels weaken, low-grade inflammation spreads, and circulation to the legs in particular is affected. You might not notice it right away, but the heaviness in your legs, calf fatigue, knee pain on the stairs, or tightness after meals could be stemming from this. But that's not all. Bananas also tend to cause water retention. If you have cardiovascular issues or reduced circulation, this can lead to swollen joints, leg edema, ankle pain, making every step feel heavier and more uncomfortable. Many older adults eat bananas daily, believing they're nourishing their muscles. But in reality, they may be silently weakening their mobility. What's most concerning is, bananas don't cause immediate harm. No dramatic symptoms appear after a single meal. No sharp pain. Everything seems fine, until one day, you realize you no longer move as easily as before. Or you're frequently dealing with unexplained leg pain or swelling. So, if you're facing vague aches, mild swelling after meals, or stiff calves during walks, take a closer look at that familiar fruit plate. It could be the banana, the thing you've trusted all along, that now needs to be replaced with a smarter choice. The third fruit, a sweet symbol of summer that seems harmless but is actually a sugar bomb, silently damaging your joints, is mango. Mangoes are soft, sweet, and incredibly fragrant. Almost no one can resist a juicy slice of ripe mango on a hot day. It's easy to eat, easy to love, and because it's natural, many people assume it's always healthy. But for older adults, mango tells a very different story. The truth is, mangoes contain a very high amount of natural sugar. Not just a little, but enough to send your blood sugar soaring within minutes after eating. When you're young, the body can handle this sudden spike more easily. But after the age of 60, when metabolism slows down and the insulin system becomes less responsive, your body can no longer regulate it as well. Each time your blood sugar spikes quickly, it doesn't just leave you feeling tired, it triggers deep inflammation within the joint tissues, especially in the ankles, knees, and hips. If you already have nerve issues or diabetes, you might notice this sooner: a burning sensation in your toes, persistent tingling, or mild swelling around the feet in the evening. These are early warning signs. What makes mangoes particularly tricky is their refreshing, light taste. They don't make you feel full. That makes it easy to overeat, especially when consumed as smoothies, juices, or blended into desserts. You might not feel bloated, but your joints, blood vessels, and nerves certainly do. Sugar, even when it comes from nature, is still sugar. And for older adults, natural doesn't mean safe. Many seniors eat mangoes believing they're consuming a gift from nature. But what few realize is this: if you're struggling with weak legs, persistent joint aches, or unexplained swelling, it might be the sweet, tempting mango that's quietly to blame. The fourth fruit, small in size but with potentially serious consequences, is grapes. Grapes, with their innocent appearance, subtle sweetness, and snackable size, have long been considered a healthy treat by many. They're also well known for being rich in antioxidants and often praised for their heart health benefits. But for older adults, especially those with weakened circulation and aging joints, grapes can be an unexpected inflammation trigger. Grapes contain a high amount of fructose, a type of sugar that isn't processed through insulin like glucose, but is instead absorbed directly by the liver. When consumed in excess, fructose is converted into fat and uric acid, a compound that can trigger acute joint inflammation, knee pain, ankle discomfort, and even sharp pain in the big toe. Have you ever been woken in the middle of the night by a sudden stabbing pain in your toe? without having bumped it, or experienced tight calves after an otherwise quiet day? Chances are, that handful of grapes you eat daily may be the silent culprit. Uric acid doesn't just cause inflammation, it builds up in the joints, leading to a burning sensation, stiffness, dull pain, and making even light walking feel burdensome. What makes grapes especially tricky is how easy they are to eat. Each one is as small as a candy, doesn't make you feel full, and before you know it, you've polished off 2 or 3 bowls. That pushes your fructose intake far beyond the safe limit, setting the stage for chronic inflammation and gradually reducing your leg mobility over time. Grapes aren't inherently bad, but if you're experiencing symptoms like mild joint stiffness in the morning, swollen legs in the evening, difficulty bending your ankles or knees, then it's time to take a closer look at how many grapes you're eating each day. Behind that gentle sweetness and smooth skin could lie the hidden cause of your weakening legs, quietly but surely. And the fifth fruit, a symbol of health, of morning routines, and of energizing glasses of juice, is the orange. Oranges are often associated with vitamin C immune-boosting juice, and a staple in many people's idea of a healthy breakfast. With their pleasant aroma and sweet tart flavor, oranges have become a daily habit for countless older adults. But here's a truth few notice: for those over 60, oranges may not be as wholesome as they seem. The reason lies in what you smell every time you peel an orange: citric acid. Citric acid is what gives oranges their signature citrus scent. But once it enters your body, it doesn't just stay in the stomach. It travels through your bloodstream and quietly interacts with joint tissues that have become more fragile with age. If you already suffer from arthritis, joint dryness, or lingering pain in your knees, hips, or ankles, oranges may actually make things worse. Have you noticed stiffness in the joints each morning? Or a subtle ache in your hip after sitting for a while? Maybe you've brushed it off as just age. But if you've been drinking orange juice every morning in hopes of boosting your health, there's a good chance that very habit is silently contributing to the pain you're trying to avoid. Beyond the acid, oranges also contain natural sugars. Combined, these elements can disrupt blood sugar levels, increase inflammation throughout the body, make your legs feel heavy, cause ankle pain, and leave your calves easily fatigued after even a short walk. Oranges aren't necessarily bad, especially for younger people or those who are physically active. But for older adults, who may have poor circulation and weakened joints, their effects aren't as bright and sunny as they appear. And the hardest part is this: you've been drinking orange juice thinking you're taking care of yourself. You believed you were doing the right thing. But now you realize, the very thing people praise for, boosting immunity, might be the hidden cause behind your aching legs, reduced flexibility, and increasingly stiff joints. Now that you know what to avoid, the next question naturally arises. So, what should I eat that both satisfies my hunger and gently heals my body in a natural way? The answer lies in what is light, refreshing, and healing from within, and most importantly, eat on time. As you get older, your body functions like a finely tuned clock, so eating at regular times helps stabilize hormones, blood sugar, and even your emotional well-being. First, take a look at the small but powerful berries: blueberries, blackberries, wild strawberries. These are your silent anti-inflammatory warriors. They help soothe the joints, boost blood circulation to your legs, and reduce the heavy feeling you get when standing too long or walking. And the best part, they don't spike your blood sugar. Next is cherries, not a whole bowlful, but just a small handful each day. Cherries are known for reducing uric acid, the culprit behind those sharp gout attacks in your toes and knees. For older adults, just a little can make a noticeable difference. Then we have avocado, a fruit often mistaken for a vegetable. Avocados are rich in healthy fats that calm chronic inflammation in the joints and act as a natural cushion to protect them. Even better, they help regulate insulin levels and reduce that post-meal fatigue, a feeling many older adults experience but often dismiss. If you're looking for a fruit that's easy to digest and gentle, try papaya. With its unique natural enzymes, papaya helps reduce inflammation in the digestive tract. easing pressure on the joints and stomach, especially useful after dinner or a heavy meal. And don't forget pears. When paired with a little fat or protein, like walnuts, almonds, or a slice of cheese, pears provide steady energy without leaving you tired or sore afterward. All of these fruits share one thing in common: they don't harm. In fact, choosing the right fruits for your body will support, nourish, and reawaken the vitality that still lives within you. If this message has touched something inside you, maybe an old memory, a familiar feeling, or simply a quiet nod of understanding, let me know with a like or a comment. We read every word, and we listen with our whole hearts. If you're still here, reading all the way to the very end, that alone says something very clear: you care about your future. You care about your health, your strength, and the steps that are slowing down each day. And I want you to hear this with your whole heart: it's not too late. You still have time, and you're not alone. There are many others walking this path with you. Before you go, type 1 if this video was helpful, or 0 if you're not quite sure yet. Your one comment could change someone's life. And if you don't want to miss any videos that could change your health for the better, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. See you in the next video.